quite the rally off of the March 30th low, and it feels a lot like last year's lockout rally right about the same time there in early April. And, you know, I'm not feeling jumpy at all. I'm looking for something very specific, and I'm excited by the idea that we may be entering a very clean momentum follow-through rally. It's something that I mention a lot, right? That is the kind of price action I like to apply my trend continuation models to. And look, if that is the environment that we are going to find ourselves in here, then again, I'm not jumpy at all because I know how these things play out, right? Go back and look at April to October rally from 2025. Go back and look at the sickness rally in 2020, even coming out of the bear market in 2022. Look at these rallies. I'm talking about this here. I'm talking about this here. I'm talking about this here, right? Like, you don't need to feel jumpy. I know that we've gone vertical, literally V-shaped rally, one of the more aggressive ones I've seen. You know, I'll say that. This is one of the more aggressive V-shaped recoveries that I have seen. It was choppy on the way down, and I mean vertical on the way up. But again, we don't need to be jumpy here, okay? So I am waiting for, as I mentioned in last week's video, my daughter got sick, actually quite sick, so I had to take some time, but I didn't feel that I needed to come in and say the same thing that I said in the video early in the week. Is what I'm waiting for is a pullback, okay, that holds structure, right, is a pullback, okay, that sets a higher low and then reinitiates back up through prior all-time high or back over the 9, whatever it may be. We'll get there when we get there. I am still waiting for that, all right? And yes, a lot of things have happened. A lot of names have moved significantly off of that March 30th low. Okay, you must realize that this is a part of a trend. Things move. Like, when you get a change in character, I missed the first move. I don't want to be in it, okay? I want that move to happen. The more aggressive, the further it goes, the more FOMO involved in it. I'm not a part of all of that. I want all of that to happen and it to come back to me, set the ground rules. So make a higher low, set my risk, the ground rules, all right? And then I start to initiate risk as long as that continues to happen. We will make another new high in the US stock market and we will pull back again. We will set a new level of ground rules, which I will then risk off of, okay? It's stair-stepping the trend up. So you're gonna start to hear me talk a lot about this, guys. We have been in capital protection mode for like 6 months and we did a damn good job at it. I am proud of everyone in the community, all right? Things we've talked about, but again, like, you are among the upper percentile of traders just by protecting your capital. Many people blow up in those choppy periods. Not doing so is a major step in your growth as traders. All right. Anyways, I know how effective applying my models to a clean trend is. All right. So I talked about this last year in a very similar feeling move off of a capitulation signal. I wouldn't say we did not get capitulation in my view off of this. But anyways, when we had our change in character, got back over the 200 and I started applying the triple R starting here. All right. And 10 out of 11 of them worked after that. On the index, I roll over mostly into leaders in a trend backed by growing fundamentals, good companies holding structure too, but I like to use the market as a breadth gauge, if you will, right? Like when the market is triple R'ing, typically the best companies in the world is as well. And the market is what gives us the opportunity, right? When the market pulls back, that is what sets the leaders up. 3 out of 4 stocks follow the market. So it pulls our leaders, the hottest stocks in the world. Okay, that's what I'm trading. It's what we're going to cover today. But the hottest stocks in the world, they're running away, and it's like, how the hell do we get into these things? You wait for a macro event, a tweet, you know what I'm talking about? Something will pull them back, okay? Usually it's the market, a macro event, a tweet, a situation, something happens and the market pulls off of its highs. That in turn pulls the leaders off and it sets up the next triple R. So look, I'm excited. I know I'm saying a lot, but what I brought that up for was to say that I'm excited by the idea that knowing, applying these models to a clean trend like this, I tripled my account in this move, okay? I tripled my account, meaningful money. All right, I'm growing this, I'm growing my family, I'm growing my future with this, okay? So like decision-making, pressure, all that stuff, it can be eliminated by what I have come up with, a new saying. I have a process, not an opinion. All right, so that's what I want to just start to talk to you guys about. understand that you're going to just hear a lot of repetition from me. If we go into a trend like this, right, I'm going to do the same thing over and over and over again and remove myself as much as possible from these markets, the decision making, right? I want to be mechanical. I trade if this, then that models. All 6 of them are if this, then that. Of course, I am a human that deviates from time to time, okay? I am not a robot, but I have things in place that even when that happens, I never allow it to hurt me. So what do I mean? Risk management, the way that I set up my risk profile and fluctuate it with the market risk profile. Guys, if you don't know what all of this means, you should, okay? You should be changing your exposure or allocation with the different market environments, in my opinion, right? So listen, if you're not doing things like that, if you're taking on too much damage and corrective periods, stuff like that, come talk to me. I've got a boot camp where I work with you and I teach you my models, but more importantly, I think I teach you how to read market breadth, right? How to spot the corrective market that we had for about 6 months. See it coming, all right? Go back into my videos in early October, all right? And then November, go watch those, Check that out before you even think about coming and working with me. I dog walked this price action, I have to say, all right? I said changes of character, hey, let's start to scale things back. Look out if we lose the daily, the weekly, monthly, a lot of different stuff, guys, and help myself and my people protect capital in this nasty move. So if you don't know how to read market breadth and see that coming and see the October 10th, November 20th days, a changing character of this uptrend, right? These things that happen, how we started to maybe go into a bit of a distribution cycle and topping pattern. You got to learn this stuff, okay? You can't always just press, demand things from the market, all right? Sometimes you need to bob and weave a little bit and protect your capital. And then if we get into an environment where we can press, which we might be doing here, this is what I'm going to do, triple R, or one of my other 5 continuation models in this market. So guys, there's a lot of box breakouts out there happening. Shake and goes work really well at this time. Peg plays, all right? I didn't talk about peg plays in the last 2 earnings cycles because we were in a topping cycle in the market, and even a corrective period in the last one. I didn't really care to do peg plays, right? I was, again, in capital protection mode. And a lot of these gap ups were getting faded, which is actually a breadth signal that you need to be noticing. So anyways, guys, look, the market's hot right now and we're rolling right into earnings season. So yes, peg plays will be back on the radar. You guys in Bootcamp know how I handle those, all right? We do the anchored VWAP and we do the fixed range volume profile, price above both of them. Just start putting those on your charts when you see these things gapping up and make sure we're at 2x average volume at least as well. We'll talk about those when they come. I don't have any on my radar right now, but I have a feeling some of those will be coming. So I want to talk today about just I'm going to call it my next triple R list. If you don't know what a triple R is for me, it is my bread and butter trend continuation model. All right, I want a leader in a trend backed by growing fundamentals, something that I know Wall Street is positioning into. I really like the best themes. Of course, we want to rotate with, as the market rotates into different sectors or themes. And we want to be trading the hottest stuff, guys. So I have a list here. You guys are welcome to copy it. Ask for it. I'll drop the link in your comment. That's easy to do on my end. So look, all I want to say here is a triple R is a retracement, reaction, remount. So what does that mean? I want something that is trending, making new highs. I'm going to use the SPY as an example, and then we'll jump over to this list and look at them there. A lot of them are happening right now, and this is my next triple R list. And that goes for the market too. One last time, I want the market to triple R. All right, I've said that enough times, but I want the market to pull back, make a higher low, and get back over the 9. So that looks like, if you look at where we were in that last rally, this is what it looks like, guys. Here's the first one. The market's ripping, it's running away. Oh my God, I'm never gonna make money again. Chill out, it pulls back, all right? Hold structure, remounts the 9, hop in right there, okay? Stop goes right there at the swing low to our target. Same thing, right here. We're running away, paying the trader more specifically because we entered here, paying the trader up here, market pulls back, okay? We hit our 2R targets, market pulls back, another trigger right here, okay? Stop. A few days later, we're paying the trader up through all-time highs. Oh, all-time highs is running away. I'm never going to get in again. Yep, well, pulls back, triggers again, 2R, pulls back, triggers again, 2R. I mean, guys, this is how trends and rallies look. Go look at the historical price action of the market or any leader. More often than not is the world I live in, okay? That is what I trade. That is how I take my opinion out of it. I have a process, not an opinion. All right, so I'm going to trade my process. I'm going to wait for the market to pull back and give me a triple R. So I have, again, this list of next triple Rs. So we got Morgan Stanley here. The hottest bank in the world right now is what this looks like to me. All right, I mean, I know JP's got the market cap on him, but I mean, this is absolutely beautiful. Trying to break out to new highs. What this would probably be here is a shake and go. So you get a breakout to all-time highs. You get a breakout, fake out, shake out. Okay, meaning what? Let's put some lines in here. This is our all-time high level. All right. Well, you know, we're vertical into this breakout level. We get our earnings report. Holds up on earnings. Great look here. Okay, but you know, guys, the markets are extended. I mean, coming off of since the March 30 rally, the markets are a little bit extended. Come on, all right, it's a vertical move. I'm not looking to go long right now, okay? I want things to pull back. So a shake and go is a fantastic model for me because it by definition makes me wait for the manipulation. I don't think it's manipulation. I grow more and more and more about like, it's price action. It's like, just study this stuff. It's what happens all the time. I mean, I can see one right here. Like, I'm not trying to do this. Like, here was a prior high. I'll show it to you. Here's a shake and go. Prior high, gaps up on earning, okay? Breakout, fake out, shake out, pulls back, does not break prior lows. Structure, does not break structure, reinitiates over the 9. There's your trade. 2R target right there. Boom, okay? Nope, does not sweep it. So boom, I mean, there's literally, this is the trade. I use options, so this is anywhere from 60 to 200%, depending on the contracts I chose. Okay, that is the trade. That is a shake and go. You get a breakout, fake out, shake out, does not break structure. Triple R is the entry, okay? So retracement, reaction, remount, but like the structure, the model, where this trade comes from is the shake and go, okay? So like that, like I didn't even mean for that to happen, okay? This is just stuff that happens more often than not. Guys, I'm giving you the juice here, all right? I don't care about anything else. And guys, I respect so many people in this industry and traders. There's a lot of noise too, okay? And I struggled with that for years, chasing the wrong call room stuff. You know, be careful with that. But look, I'm not suggesting that I have the frickin' end all be all, but what I have works. It is a significant data-backed edge, okay? And if you're struggling in these markets, what I do is easy. Yes, it might take some time for you to wrap your head around it. Of course. But compared to like a lot of what's out there, it's pretty simple, okay? What is not simple is controlling yourself, okay? Changing you internally to where you become the person that executes. We are the risk, okay? The model is easy. The model has edge, period. This model prints. It outperforms the market, okay? If you just do this, you will have a high win rate with a 2R minimum model. Money printer, okay? So what is more important is control yourself and not deviate and not press and not get jumpy, okay? And demand out of the market and go from the, you know, I trade the daily, now I'm trading the hourly, now I do the weekly. Like, pick a frickin' process and stick to it, which is what I've done. That's why in this rip in the market, I'm not jumpy and I'm not jumping down to other time frames. Yes, I know they work. Markets are fractal. Yes, the triple R works on the daily, the monthly, the 4 hour, the 5 minute, all of this stuff, okay? If you were in a clean trend, it works, but I like to trade it for my own risk tolerance, temperament, decision-making, cadence, all of that. I like the daily, okay? So I'm waiting for it to happen on the daily. Guys, wow, all of this coming from what I'm looking for here out of Morgan Stanley, all right? You get a breakout. We're stalling a bit. So two things could happen. I either get my shake and go model or this thing rips up and I get my first triple R above. It's so easy to me. It's so easy. I'm not jumpy. I'm willing to trade Morgan Stanley, okay? Absolutely. But it's not there for me, all right? It's either going to pull back now and give me a shake and go right below prior all-time highs, which I really like, okay? The 9 will curl over. So you get a breakout, fake out, shakeout, triple R entry, risk. Now I have ground rules. I needed to pull back, okay? Or go and then pull back. I need the ground rules. Risk, 2R target up here, okay? Like, it's very, very simple to me. Or, as I said, it's gonna rip, and then what do? Next triple R. This list is my next triple R list, okay? Granted, the market, we have stability, all right? Nothing major shifts in the market. If we sweep we're a long ways away from the March 30th low, all right? As long as we're above that, I'm looking for a pullback in the market, okay? Do you see that? That's the difference for me. That was a big difference maker for me in FOMO and all kinds of things. I'm looking for pullbacks in the market. I know they come. Zoom out. I mean, I know this isn't the market, but we'll go to it. I know they come. Look at all these. I don't fear them. They're opportunities. It is when my model triggers, okay? It gives me my ground rules, my next level to risk off of, all right? So let's go back. Amazon, next triple R, all right? We're looking at a big time range here, actually. Yeah, next triple R on Amazon is something attractive to me. Google, absolutely, next triple R is something attractive to me. BWX, this is, oh my gosh, I knew it. Last week I talked about this one. I literally talked about this last week. I said this is a box breakout. I need 6 months of sideways consolidation. This is another one. Guys, I'm just giving you the juice here today. Obviously, I go deeper in the boot camp, but 6 months sideways consolidation, okay? We're looking for a measured move out of it. I don't need the whole move. I need a triple R within the move, knowing that for me, that's 60 to 200% on those contracts. I don't need the whole move, okay? I need to take a piece out of the trend. All right, so 6 month sideways consolidation. Let it go. I'm not jumping after this, okay? It broke out. Holy shit, I got to go get in this. Yeah, I used to do that too. And I started to see what they did a lot. Not what happens a lot. The price action, a lot of times it'll break out and it'll pull back. Always, actually. It always pulls back. And a lot of times it will test that breakout level, okay? So, guys, it's happening right here. All right, it's breaking out, it's pulling back, it's down below the 9. Now this is on the radar for a triple R, okay? I'm still waiting for the market to do what I want, okay? But guys, if this pulls back, as long as it does not sweep this low, any pullback, maybe it reacts off of the 50. So now we're looking for a triple R entry. The model is a box breakout, all right? We're looking for a triple R entry. So let it pull back and then back over the 9. I mean, guys, risk, entry, target on a hot name and a hot sector, all the stuff on a model that works more often than not. The most recent one that I can think of taking was this 6954. Yeah, 6954. All right, so here it is right here. I traded this one, and I just told you guys in a watch list or two ago, there it is on the weekly. It's the same thing. Okay, so what do I mean? Here is a box breakout. This is a multi-year one. Sorry, let me adjust. I hate that it does this, but you can see a multi-year sideways consolidation that we're finally breaking out of. So I first traded this on the daily. We broke out. No, I didn't buy the breakout. Why? Because more often than not, it pulls back. If it pulls back and holds structure, meaning does not breach this low all the way back here, then it's an opportunity to see if it reacts off of the area and triggers a triple R. So boom, boom, triggers triple R. I was quick to get out of this. I only took 7% on this. 7% because I have to get shares because this is it's a TSE, Tokyo Stock Exchange company. I can't get options on that as a U.S. Citizen. But frankly, it gave the 2R, without ever sweeping those lows before the market got a little more nasty. But guys, there's the model. There it is, okay? Box breakout, next triple R. As long as it holds structure. And then I was saying a week or so, like sometime last week, it's doing the same thing on the weekly. So I mentioned earlier in the video, does this work on the weekly, the monthly, the daily, the 5 minute? Yes, 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 yes. Okay? Yes. Guys, and here is a triple R on the weekly in the same thing. All right? So it's the same thing. It breaks out on the weekly, pulls back, holds the structure, and is re-triggering triple R. Okay? It's going, let it break out, come back and hold. If you're trading the weekly, you want to hold things longer. Okay? We'll wait for the model to show up on the weekly. Here's the run on the weekly out of the box. Here's the retest of the box. Here's the remount of the 9. That's your entry. That's your stop to our target, at least. Okay? Oh man, oh man, oh man. All right, anyways, let's go. Let's get through this video. I'm not gonna go through every single one of these names, but I told you I really like the change of character on volume here in CRWV, and I'm looking for the next triple R. That's enough to say there. I am looking for the next triple R here on this robotics company. We are getting back up through the prior all-time high level there. I like this a lot. So change of character. I don't care that it's running. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. I want it to do this. I want to see it get accumulated as it is, okay? Next triple R. It is changing character. Let it go. Pull back. High or low that I can risk off of entry to our target, all right? This is the same thing over and over and over and over again. Process, not an opinion. All right, so yeah, I'll just click through a few more of these. VAIV, I said I really liked this last week. Actually, that was a private video. Yeah, look, guys, I like everything on this list. These are leaders, okay? I like everything on this list. I am looking for the next triple R. I mean, these are triple Rs: retracement, reaction, remount. Retracement, reaction, remount. Does not break structure, does not break structure. I mean, guys, I have videos on the channel that I explain it more in depth, and if you want to come work with me, I'd love to have you. God, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness, guys. TTMI, another one. Look at this. Boom. I mean, yeah, that was tight. You would have had to have traded that on the 1 hour or the 4 hour. Let's look at the 4 hour. It's there, right there on the 1 hour. Yeah, there you go. So a breakout. You know, if you're more aggressive than me, I don't trade the 4 hour, okay? Yes, from time to time. But yeah, anyways, this is the 4 hour box breakout. Breaks out, comes back, retests the zone, does not break any structure. I mean, this is beautiful. Retriggers, stop, already hit your target. Already hit a 2 hour target here on this one. Absolutely beautiful. I like to trade the daily 90% of the time. All right, so target is another one that I mentioned in last week's video. So just know that you're going to hear me say things a lot, okay? So we're changing character. We had a corrective period in the market. A lot of things pulled off of their highs. It set up a lot of opportunities to look for things changing character. Think CRWV. Is that CRWV, core weave, okay? I just said that on this. Look at this is what it looks like over and over and over again. So target, I was like, look at this example. Actually, I really like this, I was saying last week. I didn't take it. No, I'm not going to take every single thing that I say I like, but I'm going to keep showing you the same thing over and over again until y'all believe more often than not. I know everyone in Bootcamp does, but more often than not, this is a changing character. It happened right here. Start looking for triple Rs after. You don't have to buy the first one. Why? They shook it. Shake and go, triple R, all this stuff. Look, breaks out of the long-term trend. Breakout. Oh my God, I got to get into this. They roll it, hold structure, re-trigger through the area. There's your first triple R on a shake and go of a long-term trend change, okay? Next triple R. I said this last week in the video. This is really attractive. Right there. All right, let's cut it. Let's cut it. 1, 2, 3 days later, 60 to 200% or more, depending on how aggressive you are on your contract selection. Let's cut it there, guys. All right, next triple R. I got a list. If you want it, I'll share it with you. This stuff works more often than not. If you want help, I'd love to have you. Guys, it might be time to print. I am excited to work with the community through this time. I'm so glad we all protected our capital through the corrective period. And now it's looking like it's going to be time to deploy it. We're going to stack up together. I'm excited, guys. Stay safe, manage your risk. Let's go make some money. I'll see you soon.